The 11th Busan International Port Conference, or BIPC, will take place on the 28th and 29th at the Busan Port International Exhibition and Convention Center. Organized by the Busan Port Authority, or BPA, the event is divided into 5 sessions and special lectures under the theme Enduring Progress. The first day will feature presentations and discussions on the global maritime situation, decarbonization, and the current status of the Korean maritime industry. The second day will feature discussions on harbor development and operation, as well as cutting-edge harbor technology. In international news, according to the White House, the U.S. has brought up an alleged plan to kill a Sikh separatist on U.S. soil at the senior-most levels with India. The Financial Times said on Wednesday local time that U.S. authorities had foiled a plan to kill Kur Patwan Singh Panun, a dual citizen of the U.S. and Canada, and had warned India over possible involvement. Now for the local weather. It is currently a warm 21 degrees Celsius under sunny skies in Busan. Temperatures are expected to slowly fall in the evening. It's time to wrap up this hour's news. Thank you for joining. You are listening to BEFM, Busan 영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM, Busan 영어방송.
Coming up next is the 4 p.m. duo with Nick Greenwood and David Kim. BEFM, Busan 영어방송.
I take carry my emotions.
어른들이 말합니다. 학교 다닐 때가 좋을 때다.
But we don't agree to what they say when we were kids.
When we were students, most of us wanted to become adults quickly. Why did we become adults so much?
Do you remember your school days when you were a teenager?
Well, hello there, everybody. My name is Nick.
Good afternoon, this is David.
And welcome to
The 4 p.m. duo.
이제 네 곁을 떠나간
이선희의 아 옛날이요. 오늘의 첫 곡이었습니다. Welcome everyone to the 4 p.m. duo this Thursday afternoon. 저는 닉입니다.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is David at the 4 p.m. duo. How are y'all doing?
Oh, I just realized you're wearing a mask.
I am indeed.
Okay.
You know why?
I don't want to know.
I caught cold, and I don't want you to get infected because you have a grand journey to go to.
Oh, that's very kind of you. That's very kind of you.
Yeah, I am sick. I'm a little under the weather. I have, things coming out of my mouth and out of my nose, so I don't want to.
요즘 유행이죠. 뭐 독감, 감기.
그죠, 안 좋은 유행입니다. Please don't get sick, guys. Oh.
Right, especially all of you students out there. You know, a lot of students would have finished their 수능 test recently, so maybe they're relaxing a bit. But a lot of students still have a lot of work to do.
That is true.
But it does remind me of the school days. David, back during your school days, is there a time that you want to go back to the most?
Probably the times when
대학교는 빼고.
그렇죠. 이 초등학교, 중학교, 고등학교 때 제일 좋았던 시간들은 summer vacation start하는 시간이었죠.
그죠.
Or during Christmas when you get to open Christmas gifts.
Okay, so you don't actually miss any time in school.
In school,
학교에 있는
probably
시간을
on Fridays.
그리워하지 않으세요?
금요일 날 제일 재밌었어요. We had
다음 달은 주말이니까.
You had PE classes every
Yeah.
Friday, and
Okay.
it was the best moments of my life.
Yeah.
Because we had to play dodgeball with our teachers, and sometimes we split. We have different 수업 class. Like grade 6 classes, but like different classes.
Yeah.
So it'd be like class versus class battles.
Yeah.
And those were really fun.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. So PE classes, but yeah, those were the good days. What about you?
Yeah, I think when I was really young, like in England, we have what's called infant school.
Infant school.
약간 유치원이랑 어린이집이랑 비슷한 개념인데.
Nursery school 같은 거예요?
Kind of, but it's just before going into first grade.
Oh.
But those were good because you just draw pictures all day.
Oh,
Macaroni,
You
pasta.
remember those days?
A little bit. I remember making my first friend.
와, 저는 preschool days 기억이 거의 없어요.
Oh, really? But we were like 5 years, 4, 5 years old. Memories start from like 4 years old, I think.
Yeah, I have like bits and pieces I remember. I don't remember a whole lot.
I just remember having so much fun
Yeah.
all the time.
Just smiling and laughing, no
Yeah.
crying, no pain.
그러면 학생이라서 좋은 점 versus 어른이 되어서 좋은 점은 뭐가 있을까요? What are the positives or the benefits of being a student and the positives of being an adult?
Well, I guess less responsibilities, definitely as a student, because you get to go home. Your mom and dad's home too. You get to have that family time, eat dinner for free.
Oh, yeah.
eat breakfast, lunch for free.
Some adults do so.
Yeah, but I know being an adult now, being a responsible, independent adult now, I have a lot more responsibilities to take care of my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's pros and cons, I think, for sure.
Haru, when you're a student, the lack of responsibility is nice. Mm-hmm. You know, if you make a big mistake, it's okay.
Yeah.
뭐 어차피 이 부모님이 막 챙겨줄 거니까.
Or the teachers,
괜찮죠.
right?
Yeah.
그죠.
But when you're an adult, you screw up, you could go to jail, or something worse could happen, right?
Exactly. 그리고요, 이제 한국에서는 학교에 이 생활기록부라고 불리는 학생 시절의 기록지가 있는데요. 뭐 공개하기 싫은 성적은 물론이고 학창 시절의 내 모습은 어땠는지 각 학년의 담임 선생님이 기록해주는 일종의 나의 학창 시절 기록이 있습니다.
Interesting. So there's 생활기록부. It's kind of like a report card, but it has things that your homeroom teacher or your main teacher would write in there about you.
Student life assessment forms, maybe something like that.
You know, this is not immediately available for students to check. You know, some types are printed at the end of the semester report card. Some types of comments can only be seen by requesting them after graduation too.
That is very interesting. I've never had something like this. Maybe the school kept it hidden from me. I don't know. But I was never been told that such assessments were taken about me. 하지만 이 얼마 전부터 한국에서 이 생활기록부 일명 생기부 조회가 유행이 되고 있다고 하는데요. 2003년 이후 졸업생이라면 누구나 정부 민원 홈페이지 등을 통해서 이 생기부를 확인할 수 있다고 합니다.
이 생기부 is of course this 생활기록부, right? 줄여서. And so, is there anything like this in Canada? 이 생기부라는 건 있나요?
없는 제가 모르는 걸 수 있는데요.
데이비드 학교 다닐 때 태도 친구랑 어떻게 노는지에 대한 약간 그런 어세스먼트 같은 거 있었나요?
만약에 그런 태도나 행동이 조금 심했다면 리포트 카드에 옆에 적는 칸이 있거든요. About the subject or about any other behaviors. 그런 거에 섹션이 꽉 채워지면은 이제 부모님이
그죠.
부모님을 불러가지고 teacher meeting 하겠죠. parent teacher meeting 하겠죠.
그렇죠.
그런
따로 있는
거-
빈칸이 있죠.
네.
문제 있으면.
문제 아니면 혹은 뭐 어떻게 하면은 이 학생이 좀 더 발전할 수 있는가
그죠.
팁스
예.
같은 거.
예.
네, 그런 거 외에는 딱히 없었던 걸로 알고 있는데요. 영국에는 생기부가 있었나요?
없는 것 같아요. Well, there might have been. They just didn't tell us.
Yeah.
Like you said, if it's severe enough,
Yeah.
정말 심각하다면 it's going to be like in there somewhere. But I don't think it's really that important. You know, we're kids. We mess around.
We make mistakes all the time.
Yeah, you know. And that's why many people compare their personalities recorded in this document to their current personalities too. 그러면 자신의 모습을 비교해보는 것 어떻게 생각하나요? What do you think about comparing yourself, you know, your own your own self to your past self or to others?
Right, after looking at the 생기부.
Yeah.
I think it would be interesting to see how you might have changed as a person if you ever did. Or maybe you stuck the same as you were before.
Yeah.
옛날부터 똑같이 나는 늘 이렇게 유치했구나. 재미없었구나 라는 거를 확인할 수도 있고 뭔가 재밌을 것 같아요.
Yeah.
It could be like an enlightening thing as well. Maybe, this is the reason why I kept making the same mistakes over and over again.
It could be a good learning point,
For
something for
sure.
you to learn from. Unless you got worse, then maybe you don't want to take a look at it.
It'll be really fun to take a look though.
Has anyone listening seen their 생기부? Have you had a look at it? Did you see? Was it anything good?
Yeah.
Would you
let
like
us
to look
know.
at it?
그렇죠. 요즘 이 조회가 유행이 된다고 하니까 여러분들도 혹시 조회를 한번 해보고 싶으신가요?
확인해 보세요. I'm curious as well. I want to learn how people are as well. We have 정희초님 saying, "I'm too old to track down my students' record via the online service." Maybe back then there wasn't a filing system online.
Oh, and you had to write it by hand. 수기로 다 적고 maybe you had to use a scanner or something, right?
그래서 이젠 없겠죠?
힘들 수도
있을 수도
있겠네요.
있는데 maybe some kind of abandoned filing cabinet somewhere.
Oh, a classified section.
There we go. We got lots of people coming in, messaging in. We had Mr. Lee-nim, hello, saying hi 4 p.m. to you, happy Thursday. Jenny-nim saying hi Nick and David, good to see you Nick. I thought yesterday was your last day. 아닙니다, 내일입니다.
네,
It's tomorrow.
yesterday는 first announcement를 했고요. So that you guys can
그죠.
say 마음 준비를 하고.
그죠. 갑자기 오늘 제 마지막 날이라고 그렇게 막 알려드리면 조금 쇼킹할 수도 있으니까.
그쵸.
천천히.
Yeah, that's right. We had 미역스텔라 이님 also joining us saying 안녕하세요, Nick and David. 어릴 때도 고민은 있었지만 어른의 고민과는 무게가 많이 다른 것 같아요. 오늘이 가장 젊고 건강한 날이니 즐겁게 보내야지요. 물론 보디와 함께.
Love it. That's true. As you get older, the weight of these responsibilities and things you have to deal with, they can become unbearable at times.
And you know what she said? She said something very 뭔가 당연한데요. 저희가 맨날 생각을 안 하는 거를 말씀하셨어요. 오늘이 가장 젊고 건강한 날이다. Today is the day when you are the youngest. Every second, right?
That's true. It's also kind of sad.
It's the reality we're
Isn't it?
living
And
in.
then tomorrow my youngest, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Jenny's saying, David, 감기인데도 목소리 좋으네요.
Oh, maybe 감기 걸리면 더 좋아지나
Well,
봐요.
you know, they say when you have a cold, your voice becomes rawer, right? 걸걸해지고 막, you know.
아, 그래요?
예, 생거싱 약간 그런 목소리잖아요.
저는 지금 목보다는 코가 지금 꽉 막혔어요. So I sound very nasally, I think.
근데 멋있어요.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I was thinking I might have sound like Squidward.
No, you never sound like
Thank
that,
goodness.
my friend.
정희 Choni might be confused. Who's leaving? What happened to Nick? Well, Nick's...
I'm right here.
Yeah, Nick's not leaving yet. He's leaving...
I am leaving tomorrow is my last day.
Tomorrow will be his last day, yes.
Yes, it's very sad. We'll talk more about it tomorrow, of course. But thanks for showing your love anyway. But the show must go on. Today's going to be a great day, nonetheless. So let's be happy for the next couple of hours. We're going to let you know what's coming up in today's show. We've got daily segments, including Chat Lab English, where we can learn various expressions about topics that have been given to us by AI. 네, 매일마다 챗봇이 선택해주는 주제와 관련된 다양한 영어 표현과 생각들을 여러분과 함께 나눠보겠습니다. Today's topic is just for you, David.
Oh, yeah?
navigating the challenges and remedies of catching a cold.
Catching a cold.
오늘은 겨울 불청객 감기에 대해서 이야기해보고 유익한 표현들까지 배워보겠습니다. Maybe you can learn something. Maybe. It's too late now.
Yeah,
좀
you know,
늦은 것 같은데.
they say prevention is the best cure. I should have prevented that.
It's too late for that.
Yeah.
We've got Byte English where we can learn easy but useful one sentence in English. 이제부터 궁금한 모든 영어 표현은 Byte English에 물어봐 주세요. And of course, the last English dose at the end of the day.
That is correct. And for our weekly segments, we've got Locker Lingo coming up. 스포츠 선수, 코치 그리고 응원단의 각종 인터뷰와 스포츠 상식과 영어 표현도 알아보는 코너입니다. We get to learn about a sport and listen to an interview clip of someone in that sport. We also have a popcorn time where we have Michael Garrett coming into the studio and he's going to tell us all about movies, some movies that we should look out for so that we can watch them on the weekend or the days after.
Yes.
So lots of great stuff coming your way. If you want to text, you can send a text to pound 9050 샵 9050. It'll cost you 101. Kakao Talk message is okay, BFM app message, or lots of people right now joining us on our YouTube live stream. So you can come in, check us out, and say hello on the chat as well.
That is true. We've also got Chae-sung-nim saying good afternoon, 4 p.m. duo. Welcome. 오랜만이에요. It's good to see you again, my friend. I hope you are doing very well.
Hope you're all doing fantastic and not sick like me. And with that all said, let's kick off the show, shall we?
All right, let's do it. This is 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, just making my way through the crowd. And I need you, and I miss you, and now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass me by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. There's always times like these when I think of you, and I wonder if you ever think of me. 'Cause everything's so wrong and I don't belong, living in your precious memory. 'Cause I need you and I miss you. Now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass me by? Oh, 'cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, just making my way through the crowd. And I still need you, and I still miss you, and now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass us by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you. If I could fall into the sky. I can just hold you
Chat Lab English.
Hello, listeners. Hello, Nick and David. Welcome to ChatLab English. Today's topic is navigating the challenges and remedies of catching a cold. Catching a cold is an experience that brings discomfort but also offers lessons in self-care and resilience. On the radio, explore the world of battling the common cold, discussing its symptoms, preventive measures, and the wisdom gained from the recovery process. Topics include the science behind cold viruses, effective home remedies, and the importance of rest and hydration. The conversation highlights the collective experience of dealing with colds, the role of nutrition in boosting immunity, and the significance of managing stress for overall health. Moreover, discuss the societal impact of colds, the importance of public health measures, and the resilience that comes from overcoming illness.
Welcome to Chat Lab English. This is a segment where AI chatbot gives us a topic to talk about, and we choose, and not we choose, they have chosen a topic for us. And we go over some useful English expressions and words related to the topic. And today's topic is all about catching a cold, the challenges of and the remedies of related to that topic. 감기에 대해서 한번 얘기를 해볼 건데요. When was the last time you caught a cold, Nick?
I don't know. I think colds, you can catch them quite frequently, especially if there's a sudden drop in temperature. For example, if you go to the sauna and you're in this really hot, lovely, steam room, and then you go out to like the cold suddenly, you can get a cold quite quickly, I think.
You could. It's because that's when your body's vulnerable. For against germs and things like that. That's why you catch these colds.
Yeah, exactly. 근데 요즘 정말 많은 사람들이 독감으로 고생하고 있는데요. 혹시 여러분 괜찮으세요? You're okay? I mean, David's got a bit of a cold. Hopefully it's not like flu.
Hopefully it's not. I haven't had any fever-like symptoms yet.
That's good.
So it's just, some phlegm in the throat and some things in my nose.
Ew.
We'll go over some of that expressions and stuff in just a bit. But
TMI.
Cold, we call it common cold. We also call them respiratory viral infections, if you want to go in the medical terminology field.
Yeah, I hear cold or the common colds. I think the word common, 흔한이란 뜻이죠.
그죠?
It's a bit more, I don't know, when you hear that it feels a bit more relieving because it is common. Lots of people get it, so it's not always the end of the world.
At the same time, while it is a very common thing to have and while it can seem not life-threatening, there's a major cause of morbidity and mortality because of cold. So if your immune system is really, really, really weak and you catch a cold, you could potentially, be life-threatened with it.
If you're part of maybe the more vulnerable generation as well. I guess that's why whenever it comes to winter in most countries, there are so many campaigns going on to, like maybe try and lower energy bills so people can stay warm as well. 캐나다에서는 고생하는 사람들이 엄청 많겠다. 너무 추워서.
근데요, 그런 거 같기도 한데요. 근데 캐나다에 오래 살다 보면은 wherever you live, you kind of get used to it, right? We're human beings. We get used to things.
Adapt and overcome.
그죠.
Usually, if you develop an endurance, it's kind of durability.
맞아요. 그래서 캐나다에서도 처음에 가면은 힘들 수도 있지만 the longer you live there, you get used to that cold, harsh temperatures.
I guess it's more difficult in Korea then because in the summer it's so hot and scorching and beautiful, but then in the winter it's Antarctica.
Exactly. It's very, very cold. So especially right now during these times when we have that switch from the autumn to the winter season, we have to be careful.
Right, so we're going to teach you a few good words and expressions all about catching a cold and hopefully how not to catch a cold. 네, 먼저 단어들을 보겠습니다. 1번은요, 가래 그리고 기침. 가래와 기침. Now, 가래, I always have to be careful because I sometimes pronounce it like curry, like 카레.
Oh.
You know, it's quite similar sometimes.
Oh, I see.
So 가래 is phlegm
네.
혹은 mucus.
I don't like the word mucus.
Mucus is a gross word. Phlegm
Mucus.
is not a nice word
It's
either.
just like the word moist and mucus. They both
Moist.
sound so
니 소리.
저는 phlegm이라고 했습니다.
phlegm. 근데 phlegm의 스펠링은 조금 특이하죠.
엄청 특이해요. 왜냐하면 이 스펠링을 모르면 you'll never be able to spell it. It's P-H-L-E-G-M.
그죠? 이 G는 묵음입니다. There's no sound. You don't go phlegm. It's phlegm.
Yeah.
But P-H-L-E-G-M. Or you can say mucus. I think mucus is the more scientific term, like mucous membrane, and like there's mucus caught there. Shall I stop saying
I
mucus?
guess so. Yeah.
무cus이라고
Let's stick with phlegm.
All right. 기침은 cough이죠?
Cough.
Sorry about
Right. Cough.
that. Cough.
가래 그리고 기침 짚어봤습니다. 저희 두 번째로 넘어갈게요. 몸살입니다. 몸살. 몸살 is not body skin.
I was going to say body flesh.
몸살은 저희 통증 중에 하나죠.
Yes.
감기 몸살이 있다라고 하잖아요. body ache라고 할 수 있고요.
Body ache. Usually I would say body ache when I've been to the gym. 근데 근육이 약간 좀 아플 때.
네.
그럼 my body aches all over. 너무 열심히 운동해서 무리해서. You know.
근데 it's the same pain you get when you're really sick.
Aching.
Yeah.
Aching. Yeah, I guess sometimes.
Yeah. You could also say aching all over.
Aching all over. Yeah.
Yeah, like head to toe, pretty much.
When it's really bad, 이 몸살이 엄청 심할 때 제가 I feel like death이라고 할 것 같아요.
Oh man.
조금 더 약간 캐주얼한 표현인데 근데 친구랑 뭐 같이 쓸 수 있는 표현이에요. I feel like death. Like 몸살이 너무 심해. 진짜 상태가 안 좋아. 내 컨디션이 안 좋아.
그렇죠. 네, 너무 아프다. I feel like death. 조금 뭐 통증이 있다. I have ache all over my body.
Sounds I have ache all over my body.
I'm aching all over.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to number 3. 3번입니다. 예방 주사. 예방 주사는 뭐예요?
예방 주사는 vaccination이라고 쉽게 표현할 수 있습니다.
Vaccination 혹은 inoculation.
Oh yeah, inoculation.
I think in England we just say injections.
Injections.
Injection is the needle itself. But we just, you know, in school, 학교에서 해마다 이 예방 주사를 받죠. 저는 그때는 그냥 injection time이라고 했어요.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's time for your injections.
We always use the term vaccination.
I guess that's why there are a lot of people who are scared of it in England, because we say it's time to be injected. You know, it's time for your injections. If you say it's time for vaccination, 조금 더 부드러운 것 같아요.
Vaccination은 진짜 예방 주사고요. Injection은 그냥 뭘 넣는 거잖아요.
동사죠. To inject.
그래가지고 it can be to I mean,
Forceful.
it can be not just for 예방 주사. It could be also to boost something in your body.
A booster.
Yeah.
A booster, we can say, yeah. So vaccination, inoculation, injection, booster. There are lots of different ways that you can say it.
That is true.
You don't need to say preventative vaccination. 예방. Vaccination includes everything.
Yeah, it's already included.
All right, those were the words about cold. It's time to move on to the phrases. 이제 표현들을 살펴보겠습니다.
Oh, actually, just before we move on, 그 독감 감기 예방 주사도 있잖아요. 독감 감기 예방 주사는 flu vaccination이라고도 하지만 flu shot이라고 합니다.
A shot.
Yeah.
이 원샷 샷 말고.
그런 샷 말고요. 이 주사 샷.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can call that a shot.
Yeah, flu shot.
It's time for your shot.
Right.
I think as well, when you talk about dogs, when you vaccinate dogs, you say, you know, dog shots. Their shots.
그리고 그런 것도 있어요. 자주 regular하게 맞는 이 injection은 shot이라고도 많이 하더라고요. Like diabetic patients, it's time for your shots 이렇게 많이 하더라고요.
그죠. Yeah, people who are in long-term care.
그죠.
Yeah. That's true. Good point. Now let's move on to the phrases. 첫 번째는요. 목이 따갑고 코가 막혔습니다.
네, 목이 따갑다. I have a sore throat. 코가 막혔습니다. And a stuffy nose.
Oh, you said it way better than me.
What'd you say?
전 너무 직역했어요. My throat is sore and my nose is blocked. I don't know why I said that.
근데 blocked도 말이 되죠. Because...
My nose is blocked. I have a blocked nose. You can say. I think my 어순이 조금 이상했어요. My nose is blocked. I translated it to like Korean, I think. My throat is sore. I have a sore throat는 조금 더 자연스러운 것 같아요. I have a sore throat and a blocked nose 혹은 a stuffy nose.
Right. Stuffy nose라고 하면은 저희가 코가 꽉 막혔다 했을 때 많이 쓰이는 거죠. Stuffy nose. I hate that.
Yeah, you got a stuffy nose right now, right?
I do. And it's affecting my voice as well.
Apparently it's better.
I don't think it is. It sounds
Also,
so
your
bad.
mic is aimed at your throat, not your mouth. You should really tilt it out. 좀 기울여봐요. 좀
Yeah,
더.
like this?
The whole arm. There's the arm right there. Yeah. 좀 위로,
I
위로.
can't see very well.
There we go. Now speak.
Hi.
Oh, 훨씬 나아.
Hello?
It's a bit better. It's a bit more clear, I think, now.
Oh, yeah, is it better now?
A little bit more clear.
Okay.
Okay. The
We'll
mask,
stick
though.
with
마스크
you.
때문에 조금 물린 것 같아요.
아, 그런가요?
All right, let's move on to number 2.
Number 2, 기침을 멈추게 하는 방법이 있나요? 기침을 멈추게 하는 방법. So, is there a way to stop? Well, here I use a very peculiar term, which I've used often in Canada. hacking coughs라고 있는데요.
Hacking cough. Oh, that sounds bad.
hacking coughs는 H-A-C-K-I-N-G hacking coughs거든요.
멈추지 않을 때 계속 기침이 나올 때
보통 dry cough인데 이게 멈추지 않아요. 계속 뭔가 걸린 것처럼 계속 기침하는 거 있잖아요. 그거를 hacking coughs라고 하거든요.
좋은 표현이네요. I haven't used that word in a long time. I think because I haven't had a hacking cough in a long time. Hopefully you never have it, guys, and people listening, but it's a good expression.
Yeah, so I said, is there a way to stop hacking coughs?
Is there a way to stop hacking coughs? It's not pleasant, especially when you're in public and you hear somebody nearby you who has a hacking cough.
그죠.
You feel a bit, 좀 불안해.
그죠. 나도 뭔가 걸릴 것 같고 특히 잠자려고 하는데 hacking coughs 하면은 잠을 못 자잖아요.
방해가 되죠.
네.
Yeah.
Well, how'd you say this one?
I just said, is there a way to stop coughing? Is there a way to stop this cough? Maybe you're asking the doctor, 병원 가서 의사님한테 물어보는 거죠. Is there a way to stop this cough? Yeah.
그렇죠. 왜냐하면 그 의사랑 만났을 때 you're coughing already.
Yeah.
So you're just describing it to him. Is there a way to stop this? Yeah.
All right, and now let's move on to number 3. 3번으로 넘어가겠습니다. 감기 조심하세요. This is something that we love hearing, especially from our listeners when they, they're showing us nice expressions, showing that they care about us, and they're always saying, "Oh, Nick David, 감기 조심하세요." We really appreciate it.
네.
How would you say this? Be careful of a cold, or is there another way?
So be careful not to catch a cold.
Be careful not to catch a cold. 이 감기에 걸리지 않도록 조심하세요.
그죠.
I said a little more simply, don't catch a cold.
Don't catch a cold.
It's almost like a warning, don't catch a cold. Yeah.
Be careful, guys. Don't catch a cold.
Or wrap up warm.
Wrap up warm. 따뜻하게 입고 다니세요. 네.
Yeah. Either way is good.
All right, great expressions and words related to cold. Hopefully nobody catches a cold.
Yes.
Do you have a philosophy for today?
I mean, I was trying to think of one, and I couldn't think of one. So I looked online, and there was nothing. It was just scientific stuff.
Okay.
I couldn't even steal a quote.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to give the same advice that everyone gives us. Health is wealth, so everybody stay warm and healthy this winter.
Very well said. I mean, I think, when it comes to coughs and colds, there's another quote I was gonna use, but then I'm like, it's overused.
Okay.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, don't say that.
But what I brought was actually this. It's my personal opinion. I love the Korean healthcare system. It's great. There's like almost no flaws to it. But sometimes I ask myself if I'm going to the doctor's office too often. Because like what Hippocrates has once said, Hippocrates? Hippocrates. Yeah.
Usually it's mutis in Greek.
Hippocrates once said, nature cures, not the physician. So sometimes with common colds, if you are a healthy adult, you can just stay home, get some rest and drink some water, and it'll naturally go away instead of going to see the doctor to get to get the shots or the vitamin shots or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. Don't if it's not serious, maybe don't go straight there.
Yeah.
But if it's an emergency, go straight there.
For sure.
It's difficult to tell the difference sometimes.
It is, yes.
미역셀리님 saying, David 얼른 낫길 바라요. 이 코 막히면 말 많이 하는 것도 힘들잖아요. 있어요. 이 페퍼민트 차 추천해요. Yeah, peppermint tea. I'll back that. That's
Yeah,
good.
I love that.
Clears your throat as well.
저는 페퍼민트 차 만들고 이 코 앞에 대면은 뻥 뚫리더라고요. 코가.
Yeah, it's great. 선생님 독감 걸렸을 때 열은 심한데 온몸이 추웠던 기억이 있어요. 이 뼈가 시리다는 말을 그때 이해했죠.
Yeah.
Thank you for your caring and your advice. I'm sure David will definitely try some peppermint tea.
Yeah, thank you so much for your sweet and kind words, 미옥스텔라 이님. I'll definitely try that out tonight.
We're going to take a quick song break and then we'll be right back. This is 그럴 때마다 by Toy. Sensational!
He's done the impossible!
What's a screamer?
Hole in one. Welcome to Locker Lingo. In this segment, we'll dive into the world of sports. We'll be listening to an interview clip of someone in the sports world, go over some great expressions and some interesting facts about the sport itself. Now, last week, we went over breakdancing. B-boys and B-girls that'll be competing in the Summer Games next year in Paris for the Olympics. 네, 오늘도 마찬가지로 ASMR 클립도 들어보고 무슨 스포츠인지 맞춰서 보고 그 스포츠와 관련된 선수나 코치 인터뷰도 한번 들어보겠습니다. We went through a lot of different sports, I think.
Yeah, I feel like there's only one sport that we haven't done.
Which is?
Well, several you haven't done. But
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I haven't done any martial arts, have I?
Didn't you do taekwondo?
No, I don't
Oh,
think
you
I
did
did.
MMA, didn't you?
I don't.
No,
I
you
don't
did
think-
you did something with 무술.
Boxing, maybe?
무술 하나 했던 것 같아요.
진짜요? 뭔가
Yeah.
생각해보니까 martial arts를 거의 안 했던 것 같아요. 그래가지고 I did like something like judo.
You didn't do American football either.
I didn't?
No, that's a pretty big sport in
That
America.
is a big one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Next season.
Next season. All right. Well, we got lots more to cover. So today, it's none of the ones that I just mentioned. However, we'll listen to an ASMR clip and have you guys guess it.
In the meantime, Lasha 208, he did 210 in the training hall.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Remarkable. Lasha Delahate with 264 kilos. A monstrous 480.
Wow.
You know, I had absolutely no idea what they were talking about until the last point. 맨 마지막에 이 254 kilos. 이
네.
킬로라고 하니까 뭔가 좀 아령이랑 관련된 것인가 봐요.
아령이랑 관련됐어요. 저는 킬로스를 들으면은 like a boulder. It could be like anything heavy, right?
Yeah, that's 250 kilos.
That's a lot.
I weigh 85 kilos.
Yeah, same-ish. And
Yeah.
then we just add.
That's like 3 me's and
Yeah,
you's.
exactly.
Whoa.
저희 세 명을 들은 거예요, 누군가. 그걸 또 어떻게 들었냐면은 clean and jerk 스타일로 들었습니다. That's the hint.
Sounds like a Jamaican style of cooking.
Clean and jerk beef.
Jerk chicken. Sounds
Jerk
like clean and jerk chicken.
네, 이 스포츠 여러분 무슨 스포츠인지 아실까요? So we actually listened to an event taking place where Lasha Talakhaze came in first place for lifting 484 kilograms.
Whoa.
In the 2019 World Weightlifting Championships.
What, 484, not 200, 400?
Yeah, 484. So this particular lift that he did was just one of the easy ones, I guess.
That's half a ton.
Yeah, seems like it.
That's insane.
It's nuts.
I didn't know it was humanly possible.
네.
진짜 열심히 운동 좀 해야겠네요, 이제.
진짜 상상도 못할 만한 그 무게를 들렸는데요. 방금 들으신 클립에서는 이 라쇼 탈라카제라는 역도 선수의 시합 경기를 들으셨습니다. Now, weightlifting in Korean is 역도. We had a lot of people texting in, right? Including Mr. Lee Nim, Jung Nim, Chae-suk Nim, Miokstella Yi Nim. All correct. It's an Olympic sport as well. Involves athletes lifting heavy weights into two primary movements: the snatch and the clean and jerk.
Is this the one where they throw it above their heads and then push it up and hold it, or where they just barbell it and just hold it?
So the first part you got it right. You snatch it,
Yeah.
and then you stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to stand up like that.
You know, it's such an incredible sport when you see it, but on social media, you see so many fails. Where one of them will, like, the weights will fall off.
Oh, my.
Or the pants rip.
Oh,
and things
no.
like that,
Yeah. It involves a lot of power.
yeah.
You gotta be a super powerhouse to lift
real?
hundreds of kilograms above your head.
What do they eat?
Seriously, right? They probably eat a lot of meat, a lot of carbs,
yeah.
because you gotta pack a lot of weight onto yourself first
Yeah.
to lift that much, right? So in these events, competitors lift the weights overhead with the goal being to lift the heaviest weight possible. And it's usually divided into different weight classes, both men and women who compete in it. And weightlifting has made into the modern Olympics in 1896. So it's been in the Olympics for a long time. 1896년도부터 올림픽에서 이 역도는 계속 있었습니다.
So there have always been these strong men around for like hundreds of years.
Yeah,
showing
strong
off their
men and
strength.
women, right?
Yeah. When I think of strong men, I always think of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, okay.
Movie action star. Because he's the body. Maybe he's not like a weightlifter, but he's got the body.
Yeah, so we'll touch on that in just a bit. Weightlifting versus body. Body. What is bodylifting? Bodybuilding.
차이가 있어요?
네, bodybuilding이랑 weightlifting이랑 차이가 조금 있는데요. We'll get into that in just a bit. But there were notable athletes in this sport. We had 최숙님 saying 장미란 선수가 생각나네요. In fact, she is, I guess, a hero of weightlifting in South Korea.
Okay.
She won the gold medal at the 2008 Beijing Olympics and has set several world records. And yeah, so back to touch on that bodybuilding part and the weightlifting part. So you might think that when you see someone with great muscle definition like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you'll think, they might be really good at weightlifting.
Right.
But in fact, they're not.
Is it all for show?
It's two different categories of sport. So weightlifting is to lift the heaviest weight one time possible, like one rep.
Right.
Bodybuilding is to use, moderately heavy weights so you can get big and define it to look aesthetically pleasing.
그럼 겉으로만 멋을해 보이기 위해서 하는 건가요?
Right, it's a showy performance versus
real strength.
Power performance, right? So two very different concepts.
So if a bodybuilder and a weightlifter had an arm wrestle, 팔씨름 한다면, the bodybuilder would destroy.
The weightlifter will destroy.
The weightlifter would destroy because they have the strength.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, and usually when you look at these bodybuilders and weightlifters side by side, the strongest of both worlds, the weightlifters look more stocky.
That's true. The weightlifters, they're more rounded. They don't have much definition. It's just kind of bulky.
Yeah.
But then the bodybuilders are just like lumpy, like
lumpy. Lumpy. You see veins and stuff because they're more ripped.
Yeah.
They don't have any fat on them. You gotta have zero fat, whereas weightlifters have a lot of fat. But yeah, so proper technique is very important. Supervision. Warm-up activities and equipment, all sorts of things play an important role when it comes to weightlifting. Now, 최희숙님 also said 장미란 선수가 생각나네요. 맞습니다. We're actually going to listen to an interview clip with her in it. This was done by KBS back in 2013, and she said this one little thing, and we'll just take a listen to it together.
제가 아직 저도 많이 부족해서 다른 거는 못해도 선수들이 이제 입을 수 있는 트레이닝복은 또 선물하고 싶어가지고 또 장미란 재단에서 이게 또 지원이 돼서 그거 전달하러 왔어요. 선수들한테.
Yeah, so this was 장미란 in the interview, and she said 아직 부족해서 다른 것은 못해도 선수들이 입을 수 있는 트레이닝복을 선물하고 싶어서 무슨 재단에서 지원이 돼서 그거 전달하러 왔어요. So she did won the gold medal, but she has since retired. She's no longer weightlifting. Right now, she has her foundation that's under her name, and she helps, she helps retired athletes to reintegrate into society. She helps young athletes nurture them so that they can also participate in competitions as well.
That's great.
She does a lot of good stuff.
I do like it, because if you're an athlete, whatever sport, football, weightlifting, hockey, there comes a time where your body doesn't allow you to do as well as before. So
exactly.
It's great to teach the younger generation to try and be like you and improve over you as well.
Exactly. And she is definitely the role model for all the young weightlifters in South Korea and around the world. So some terminologies I want to go over before we get to wrap this up. We had clean and jerk movement and the snatch. These are the two main movements involved in weightlifting. Snatch in Korean, you call them insang.
Oh.
Clean and jerk, you call them yongsang, just like Mr. Lee Nim, who actually taught us or told us on YouTube Live.
Mr. Lee Nim is a geography specialist and a weightlifter, I guess.
Maybe he's a weightlifter indeed.
Yeah.
Just a quick question to ask all of you listening right now, actually. 저희 운동, 이런 역도 운동이나 바디빌딩 운동을 하면은 사람들이 많이 3대 500 이라는 표현을 많이 쓰거든요. 너 혹시 3대 500 할 줄 알아? Do you know? Can you do?
500?
So like 3대 500은요. Three major workout posture or three major workouts. You can lift up to 500 kilograms. So like
that's insane.
Those include bench presses, deadlifts, and squats.
my 허리가 너무 안 좋아서 데드리프트 요즘 못해요.
아, 그렇죠.
데이비도 마찬가지.
저는 못해요. 네. 영어로는 이게 3대 500이 영어로는 1,000 pound club이라고 합니다.
The 1,000 pound club.
Right.
이제 돈이랑 관련된 거 아니죠?
예, 1,000 pounds 무게 파운드예요. 네, so if you can lift a lot, you say I'm in the 1,000 pound club. 저는
Brilliant.
maybe a quarter of 1,000 pound club.
What? You can do 250 kilograms?
250 pounds.
What's that in kilograms?
I have no idea.
That's like 125 kilograms.
But you gotta split that. You gotta split that with
3 times.
bench pressing, deadlifting,
That'll be about
and
45 each time.
exactly. So I can do that probably. Yeah,
Oh,
why not?
strong man. All right, we're going to take a song break and we're going to finish the first half here while David shows his flexing muscles.
No way.
What are we going to listen to?
This is 아름다운 그대에게 by 규현 and Tiffany. We'll be right back.
가쁘게 차오른 숨에 쫓겨 달아나기 바빠져
터질 듯 보채는 심장을 달래는 법 난 몰랐죠
어쩌면 이렇게 난 어린가요 하늘은 왜 또 이리 높은가요
수백 번을 뛰어봐도 제자리에 서 있죠
바라는 만큼 날아볼 수 있다면 내 맘
가득 저 하늘을 담아서
전해줄 텐데
세상 가장 큰 날개를 달고선 그댄 너무 아름다워 그대 모든 걸 다 뛰어넘어서 이젠 higher yeah yeah 아름다운 그대에게 펼쳐진 저
하늘을 touch the sky
믿어온 만큼 꿈꿔온 만큼 분명 내일은 rise and
shine
불안할수록 발걸음은 느려져만 가겠죠
멈췄을 자신도
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구 도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이
Sometimes I feel so underused I need someone got
부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로 하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산. 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다. B&K 부산은행과 함께하는 2023 BFM 드림 콘서트
2023 BEFM Dream Concert with BNK Busan Bank. Insight leads the world.
미래를 읽는 힘, 세계 트렌드를 읽는 인사이트가 중요한 시대입니다. 부산 영어방송에서는 그 꿈의 무대에 차세대 글로벌 리더를 꿈꾸는 청소년 여러분을 초대합니다. 국내 최초 오바마 전 대통령을 인터뷰한 김지윤 정치학 박사, 인공지능의 새로운 트렌드와 미래를 알려줄 네이버 클라우드 AI 이노베이션 하정우 센터장을 모시고 그들의 도전과 영감을 나누는 자리를 가집니다.
Joining us is Dr. Kim Ji-yoon, the first South Korean to interview former President Barack Obama. Are you curious about AI trends? Ha Jung-woo, Director of Naver Cloud AI Innovation, will join us also.
11월 24일 금요일 오후 2시 백스코에서 펼쳐질 BFM 드림 콘서트. 이 행사는 부산 영어방송 유튜브 링크로 실시간 볼 수 있으며 29일 수요일 오후 4시 5분 BFM 라디오에서 다시 들을 수 있습니다. 이 행사는 B&K 부산은행과 함께합니다.
We are
the firefighter duo.
Winter is so dry.
Let's prevent fire by keeping these 3 rules. If you take caution, you can prevent a fire.
The number one cause of fire in winter are electric blankets. Take special caution with highly flammable materials such as memory foam, toppers, and bedding.
Number 2, having too many appliances on the power outlet is dangerous. Always unplug all the appliances that you're not currently using.
Number 3, check the heater is off before leaving the house. Leaving it on for an extended period of time can cause a fire.
Let's all take part in preventing fire and have warm and safe winter this year.
Tune into BEFM 부산영어방송 for an emergency broadcast.
This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
새로 배운 영어 표현은 앙 물어보고
모르는 영어 표현은 잉 물어보셔라. 교통부터 비즈니스 영어까지.
Bite into new English expressions.
When somebody says, "How are you?" what do you usually say? You could say, "I'm fine, and you?" But how about saying, "I'm doing great," or "I'm fantastic"?
There are so many ways to respond to these type of questions, and if you're curious, all you have to do is to ask us.
That's right, because in this segment, we'll dig into one expression per day. So don't hesitate or be afraid to ask any English expression. 네, 궁금한 표현이 있다면 물어봐 주세요.
Today's Bite English expression is How much does this cost? 이건 얼마예요?
How much does this cost? How much does this cost? Very, very useful expression. Hopefully, I mean, a lot of people will know this is one of the first things you might learn. Because when you go traveling in another country, first thing you need to learn is 이건 얼마예요? And then you don't understand the number that comes out because you don't speak the language.
So you're not used to seeing the currency.
Yeah.
You're used to seeing the Korean won, but if you go to like, I don't know, Vietnam, you have, do they use dongs?
Yeah, they use dong.
You don't know what dong is.
You know, it's cool though. You learn the question, but you don't learn the responses. I think when I went to Japan, I learned "toilet wa doko desu ka?" Where's the toilet?
Oh,
and they're like, blah, 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 blah.
You're like, hi, arigato.
Arigato. But I felt proud that I could just know the question.
Right.
But how much does this cost? Very useful expression. When would you use this?
I mean, obviously, if you go to stores, they will have the prices there usually. But if you go to maybe a night market, food market, international market, 국제시장 이런 데 가면은
야시장
표기가 안 돼 있으니까 you have to know this expression. How much does this cost?
그렇죠. 주로 슈퍼마켓에서 쓰지 않을 것 같은 표현인데
네.
데이비드가 말한 것처럼 이렇게 뭐 재래시장, 야시장, 마켓에 가면 엄청 많이 쓸 것 같아요. 그리고 좀 what do you say like 흥정하기도 하고.
To bargain.
Yeah,
to get some discount.
좀 깎아주세요.
네. Yeah, I'm having a great day, so maybe you're having a great day. We can settle on a lower price together.
Yeah. As the seller, it's the worst. But as a buyer, you want to haggle a little bit, right?
Yeah.
What about similar expressions? Would you use a different thing, or would you say how much does this cost?
I mean, you could say how much does this cost, or how much is it? How much is it? 이라고 쉽게 말할 수도 있죠.
How much is it?
How much is it?
영국에서는 특히 farmers market 같은 데 가면 how much mate?
How much mate?
그냥 가리키면서 how much mate? You know, that's very simple. How much mate?
How much mate?
진짜 런던 사람처럼 들리고 싶으면 이 H 소리 하지 않고 묵음으로 하고 how much mate?
How much?
Yeah.
How much?
How much 아니고요. How much mate?
Ow.
Yeah. Ow.
How much, mate? If you want to use the word price, for example, you could use in a sentence like, what's the price on this?
What's the price on this?
What's the price on this?
Or of this.
Of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the price on this?
Do
What's
us a
the price
deal, would
of
ya?
this? Yeah.
Do us a deal, love.
Give us a good one.
What?
Give us a good deal.
Oh, like a good fish.
Yeah,
Like,
good one, yeah.
Give us a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can say whatever you like. Maybe you can try and be a bit charming.
You could use a pun even if you are you're intelligent in that way.
Yeah, not like her. It would be terrible.
Like, if you want to be witty about it and make some joke and make the seller laugh.
Do you come with the fish?
Are you a set?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't say that. They might get offended. Yeah. So cost and price, they're very similar thing. What's the price of this? How much does this cost? 등등 이렇게 말할 수 있습니다.
그죠.
And then, you'll hear a reaction depending on how much it costs. So if David is, you sell bananas, how much is this sack of bananas, mate?
Sack of bananas.
What is it? What do you call, what's a banana? 한 무리? 한 자루?
A bundle of bananas.
Banana 자루.
Banana 자루.
한 자루.
A bundle.
A bundle. Bunch.
A bunch.
That's the word.
Oh, it is a bunch.
It's a bunch. How much for this bunch of bananas, mate?
For one bunch, it will cost you 5,000원.
Do us a deal.
I already gave you a deal. It was 10,000원, but half price 5,000원.
Do us another deal.
Then I'll be broke, mate.
Yeah, yeah, answer like this. And that was today's Bite English expression. How much does this cost? 이건 얼마예요? 라는 뜻입니다.
맞습니다. Here at the 4 p.m. deal, the only cost you have to be mindful of is the 100원 이용료 when you text into pound 9050 because if you do, you could win one of many great prizes that we have.
Which cost nothing.
Exactly. We have 반반 치킨 콜라 세트, 햄버거 쿠폰, 아이스크림 교환권, 떠먹는 조각케이크 교환권, 도넛 교환권, 치킨 콜라 콤보 쿠폰, 햄버거 쿠폰, donut coupon, a slice of cake, and ice cream coupon.
네, 그리고 놀라운 착시의 세계를 즐길 수 있는 착시 미술관 Museum of Illusion 관람 티켓도 있습니다. Tickets for the Museum of Illusion in Busan Cinema Center Biff Hill in Haeundae, where you can explore some great illusions and take a few pictures too.
That is correct. 부산 대표 랜드마크 해운대 LCT에 위치한 하늘 위의 바다 부산 엑서스카이 전망대 입장권 1인당 2명씩 선물로 드립니다. We have admission tickets for Busan 엑서스카이 top floor observatory, which is located at LCT and Haeundae, the highest point in Busan.
네, 그리고 차가워지는 계절에 여러분의 건강을 책임질 건강식이 선물로 준비되어 있습니다. 엄선된 식재료와 정성으로 맛과 건강을 책임지는 삼계탕과 닭요리 전문점 동백 삼계탕 마린 시티점에서 2인 식사권을 드리겠습니다. If you'd like a chance to win some of these fabulous delicious prizes, all you have to do is send us a message to pound 9050, sharp 9050, which will cost you 100 won, or a Kakao Talk message. We've got a few messages coming in. We've got Jenny Nim saying 영어를 까먹은 외국인들 귀여움.
Yeah, bunch of bananas. Yes.
Bunch.
최숙님 following along and practicing the English expression a bunch of bananas.
Very good. We have Jinny Ryujongnim saying, Nick, sad you're leaving. All the best for your future. David, please take good care of yourself and get better soon.
Yeah, Nick, sad to see that you're leaving.
And, 김화님 has a reason, a theory. 이론이 있어요. Why you're sad, you got a cold. He's saying, David, 니기 떠난다니 슬퍼서 많이 울어서 감기에 걸렸나 봐요. 그죠. It's okay, David. 울지 마요.
어떻게 아셨죠?
예, 톡 많이 보낼게요.
제 마음을.
따뜻한 음식이 도움이 됩니다. 네. 차가운 것은 감기를 더 악화시킵니다.
맞는 말씀이십니다. I'm so used to drinking iced americano. 저는 차가운 아이스 아메리카노 좋아하거든요. 근데 이렇게 추운 게 아니고 감기 걸렸을 때는 you gotta drink something warm.
What are you drinking right now?
Unfortunately,
ice americano.
Ice americano. 왜냐면 너무 몸이 더워요.
It's what do they say? 자업 자득이죠.
이열치열입니다.
이열치열인가요?
너무 더워요.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
All right, we're going to take a song break and then we'll be back. This is Someone You Loved by Louis Capaldi, requested by 미역 스타일님.
I'm going on during this time. I feel there's no one to save me. This all and nothing really got away, driving me crazy. I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you know handle the pain. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. I'm going under, and this time I feel there's no one to turn to. This all and nothing way of loving, go be sleeping without you. Now I need somebody to know, somebody to hear, somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved, and I tend to close my eyes when it hurts. Sometimes I fall into your arms. I'll be safe in your soul till I come back around. For now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love, but now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved.
It's time for Flash Pop Quiz. Do you guys enjoy outdoor sports? 요즘은 날씨가 조금 쌀쌀하긴 하지만 야외에서 운동을 하고 나면 그 뿌듯함은 말을 할 수가 없는데요. 운동도 하면서 환경 보호에도 도움이 되는 야외 활동이 있다는 사실 아시나요? This is a term referring to the act of picking up trash and litter while jogging.
이것은 조깅을 하면서 동시에 쓰레기를 줍는 운동으로 스웨덴에서 시작되어서 북유럽을 중심으로 확산된 활동입니다. It is a portmanteau of the Swedish term plocka up, which means to pick up and jogging. 조깅도 하고 쓰레기도 줍는 이 운동, 이것을 무엇이라고 부를까요? Number 1, plogging. Number 2, 1+1. Number 3, marathon.
If you know the answer, you can send your answers in to pound 9050 shop 9050. It will cost you 101. Kakao Talk message, BFM app message, or share your answers on YouTube live chat.
I like Jenny님's message, 줍깅. That's good. That would be a good name, I think.
근데 사실 한국에서는 줍깅이라고도 하는 것 같아요.
Really?
Yeah.
I just thought it was really clever and cute.
I've heard people use it.
줍깅.
네. It might be like the Korean version of this Swedish term.
Okay, well, what's the Swedish term which is used around the world? 줍깅's cool. Send your messages to pound 9050, sharp 9050, should cost you 101, or a Kakao Talk message. We're going to take a song break and then we'll be right back. This is 수페아이 by Yua.
부드러운 털이 자라나고 가장 높은 절벽에 올라가 소리쳐 멀리 세상 저편에 나 기다리는 수 처럼 눈부셔 참 눈부셔 길을 잃으면 기가 큰 나무에게 물어야지 그들은 언제나 멋진 답을 알고 있어 이제 난 가장 나다운 게 무엇인지 알겠어 잘 알겠어 나는 찾아가려 해 신비로운 꿈 서로 눈을 가장 높은 절벽에 올라가 소리쳐 멀리 세상 저편에 나 기다리는 수 멀리 세상 저편에 나 기다리는 수 I wanna be with you
유아의 숲의 아이 들으셨습니다. Welcome back. You're listening to Nick and David here at the 4 p.m. duo. It's now 5:17 in the afternoon on a Thursday. And we are in the middle of our flash pop quiz.
That is correct. We asked you, what is this portmanteau of the Swedish term plocka up, which means to pick up and jogging.
What does portmanteau mean?
It's like a mix of words.
like 합성어?
합성어죠. 네. To pick up and to jog. We've had a lot of people texting in, and we had Jenny also texting in and saying 줍ging with a heart. And 줍ging is a terminology that we are familiar in South Korea, actually.
Yeah, I just thought it was something cute that Jenny-님 made up. Even he-님 said, 줍ging 너무 재밌어요.
그렇죠.
But it's a real term.
It is. 한국에서는 이 줍다와 조깅을 결합한 줍깅이라는 용어를 사용하기도 합니다. 조깅을 하는 동안 눈에 띄는 쓰레기를 줍는 일로 운동으로 건강을 챙기는 동시에 환경을 지키기 위한 작은 실천에 동참하는 취지로 행하는 환경보호 운동이라고 합니다.
We'll accept 줍ging as an answer then. But then the other answer that we were actually looking for from the options that we gave you, it is a Swedish term plocka up, which means to pick up, and then jogging is it 1번 plogging, 2번 1+1, 아니면 3번 마라톤.
네.
정답이 무엇일까요?
정답은 number 1, plogging이었습니다.
Plogging.
Have you ever done plogging before, Nick?
I mean, I used to run a lot, and if I was near home and I saw something gross, I'd pick it up, but not. I have never been set out to do plogging.
So there are a few events that are happening across the country. I've been to one of them.
Yeah.
By the beach, some small beach that not a lot of people know of. Got to go there near Ulsan area, and they give you the gloves, they give you the trash pickup needle. What do you call
집게.
it? 집게 같은 거. 집게 영어로 뭐죠?
Stick with claws. Claw stick.
Claw sticks.
I don't know.
Tongs.
Tongs. But tongs are for food.
Yeah, but like tongs to pick up trash.
Trash tongs.
Trash tongs. There we go. Good teamwork there.
Good
And they also give you a garbage bag, and you spend like 3 hours picking up trash, and then it's all part of the good, fun and volunteer activity that we can all enjoy. Plugging was the answer.
Yeah, so we got lots of messages coming in, which is great. 강인혜님 saying plugging, 노분정님 with 1번 as well. 미역스텔리님 saying plugging 해본 적이 있는데 몸도 마음도 상쾌해지는 기분이에요. I bet so. You're getting physically healthy, and then you feel kind of, 뿌듯하죠. Like
그쵸.
you helped out a bit.
Right, you kind of help the Mother Nature so that the Mother Nature is a little more healthier in that way.
Yes.
He-님 also with the right answer. Lotus-님 on YouTube Live as well, saying plugging is great in both your health and the environment.
For real, yeah. Jenny-님 saying plugging, plug up plus jogga 라고 하네요.
Jogga.
I guess jogga is the Swedish word for jogging.
Yeah.
Every time I go to 그 스웨덴
네. 아이땡.
가구
그죠.
점점, I learn a bit of Swedish.
Oh, every time you go there.
Because it gives you on the wall 이 벽에 막 이 번역들이 있잖아요.
맞아요.
Hey.
Heiji. H-E-J.
Pronounced hey.
I know, but I always say Heiji.
Hedgy.
Whenever I see it, I see Heiji.
Hedgy, everybody.
Yeah, Hedge, but it's hey.
I went to Sweden in 2019.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And, they're all very tall.
Did you go to Stockholm or where did you go?
I went to Malmö. Malmö.
Malmö with the little smiley face.
약간 스웨덴의 대구라고 많이 해요.
Oh, really?
이제 세 번째 도시,
와,
네 번째 도시.
가보고 싶었는데.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
everyone is very tall, so I bet if Swedish people will go plugging, they just pick up everything. It's so big.
뭐 크다고 다.
I just think like they're strong and they're big and they'd be great at it.
It's further to reach down, It's harder.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then a shorter country would have to do it. Whatever.
Height has nothing to do with it. No advantages.
Yeah.
But yeah, plugging. It's a wonderful terminology.
It does. You can see further.
All right, let's stop.
There we
Come
go.
on.
I had to get this one.
All right. All right, so we have chosen a winner for today's Flash Pop quiz, and the winner will go to 너튜브 댓글에 다신 로토스님께 햄버거 세트 드리겠습니다. Congratulations.
Thank you everybody for participating as well. You're all legends.
노토스님 듣고 계시면요. 부산 영어 방송 포드 게시판에서 당첨 정보를 확인해 주세요.
All right, we're going to take a song break and then we will be back. This is Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars.
Stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah, I know. When I compliment her, she won't believe me, and it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say. When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while, 'cause girl, you're amazing. Just the way you are. Yeah. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she'd let me. Her laugh, she hates, but I think it's so sexy. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Oh, you know, I never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same. So don't even bother asking if you look okay. You know I'll say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. know you're amazing, just the way you are. Yeah.
Lights, camera, action.
Pop, 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 poppity popcorn.
This fact!
Popcorn, popcorn, yo, popcorn, poppy corn.
It's Michael Garrett.
What up, everybody? Magnesium and the popcorn time.
How you doing? How are you doing, man?
I'm doing really well. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm super excited for today's segment because this is some content that's near and dear to me. Huge fan. And I've been waiting for a long time. And it's also very different from what we've done previously on Popcorn because it's about a season that's on streaming. It's not a movie in the theaters right now.
Oh, okay. Streaming TV show.
Yes, a streaming TV series.
So
and
was it ever on in the theaters, or was it always on?
No, as a series, it was always streaming.
Oh, it's a series, like a mini series.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Not even a mini. It's a full on. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's
What is it?
Sweet Home.
Sweet Home.
Yeah.
Alabama?
Sweet Home, Alabama. Whoa, I was expecting a little bit of a Sweet Home from you guys.
I've seen the first episode of season 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Alabama?
You put it down.
No.
Oh, okay.
The horror show.
Yeah, I've seen the Sweet Home one too as well, the Korean one.
The episode 1, and then you quit just with Marvel.
Oh, no. I watched the whole thing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I liked it.
Wow, all the way to the end.
데이비드는 드라마 잘 봐요. 근데 영화는 잘 안 보는.
아, 그런 것 같아. 좀 계속 지속되는 거. 하루에 하나씩 보고 싶어서.
You like 몰아보기.
아, 그런 거 있어요.
I just like 딱 한 번에 다
아, 맞아. 왜냐면 제가
시간이 많아서.
아니요, 시간 많은 게 아니고 I don't watch it every day. Like there's like every once in a while I want to watch something, but I don't want it to end in an hour or two.
Oh, so you're in for the long ride, the long haul.
Just for the weekend, maybe. 한 금, 토, 일 걸쳐서 조금씩 자주 보는 그런 걸 좀 좋아하는 것 같아요, 제가.
Right. And also, each time you sit down to watch it, keep it kind of light. Not 2.5 hours.
Exactly.
Do like a 45 minutes and you're good. Yeah, so Sweet Home, it sounds like we are somewhat familiar with it, but the first season came out in 2020. Okay, so we're 3 years later, and people online have been clamoring. They're just saying, like, when is the second season coming? Please give us.
오징어 게임 나오기 전에 나왔네요.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while for Squid Games too.
2021.
Oh wow.
So it was like, Squid Game was the one that came out like maybe 6 months later and was like such a hit after that. But Sweet Home it was in the, you know how we had that, like, I think Squid Game was the crest of the Korean wave of OTT.
Yeah.
Where it was like, okay, so this is the most popular thing ever on this platform. And the Korean content truly was appreciated internationally. But Sweet Home really made some headway before that.
Okay.
And there were a lot of international fans of Sweet Home. And the people who I'm saying are waiting for season 2, I'm not talking about just in Korea. I'm talking about, Americans,
really?
on message boards saying, when am I getting my Sweet Home fix?
Oh, wow.
As well.
I only watched the first episode, not because I didn't like it. I thought it was really interesting, creepy in the apartment building.
Yeah.
It's just that I usually watch things with my wife, and my wife hates horror. So
that makes it tough.
can't, it makes it tough. I love horror, but it's,
So this one's all about zombies, isn't it?
Okay, so that's actually the thing that's so fun about it, I think, that makes it very unique, is actually that we can't just say it's a zombie show. It's more that we have to call them something other than that, but in some ways they're similar. Let me explain what I mean. So what happens is people do kind of turn the way that in zombie series or like Walking Dead, something like that, people do turn, and then they usually become violent and dangerous once they turn. But the way they turn is unique to each individual. And that's what makes Sweet Home kind of the more interesting than a traditional zombie type of TV series. So, for example, like whatever your desire is most in your heart, like when you do turn, that is the kind of monster you become.
Wow, that's a cool concept.
It's kind of like
awesome.
I guess they
depending
didn't
on
reveal
your-
that in the first episode.
Yeah, I think the first episode is just they first encounter some monsters from the outside. They close the gates.
The woman with the no baby in the pram was creepy.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
in the beginning, wasn't it? Yeah, that was creepy.
Yeah, and then I'm going to try so hard not to spoil anything because I do think there are people who have not done season 1.
Like me, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to, kind of say anything, even though we are on season 2 now. But like, there's a lot of people who this is a great chance to go back and enjoy season 1 and then go into season 2. But I was actually going to highlight the fact that the monsters are really, I think, the strongest thing about Sweet Home. Maybe the character development is kind of second to that. It's also very good at doing that. But I wanted to highlight the monsters first because we do have, like I said, each kind of person who turns becomes a very unique type of monster. I wanted to give you some examples of the types of monsters that are in Sweet Home. So the first one is the starving monster. And that's the first one that the main character, the named character's name is Hyun-soo, played by Song Gang, who I think became very famous after Sweet Home, Song Gang. But it's the first monster that he encounters, and she's just very, very hungry. So her desire, I think she was an actress who was kind of starving herself. She was on a diet.
For the role, like Christian Bale style.
But like in the show itself, like as the character who lives in the apartment building, she was like purposefully not eating.
She was auditioning.
So when she turned into a monster, she was just so ravenously hungry.
Oh my.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, she's gonna eat up everybody.
Yeah, and then it's also a really good choice as the first monster because it appears to be just like a normal zombie because she just wants to eat everybody.
I see, yeah.
But then later you realize like, there are not just everybody wants to eat everybody once they turn as these monsters. Anyway, this is a little bit of a clip of the starving monster outside Hyun-soo's door.
발 좀 보여주세요. 발 좀 보여달라고요.
뭐라고요?
팔이요. 발 보여주세요. 발.
문 열어!
The whole time our producer was like,
Yeah, she's like, this is freaky. Woo.
Yeah, the sound is great.
So he was asking to show, because he's looking through the door hole, right?
He is. He's looking through, and then she is, like I said, she is an actress. So she was acting even as a monster. She acts, and so she appears. She can make herself look like a normal human being, and then she'll go up to your door and like, can you help me? Like, you need to come out and help me. Please open the door. I can't be alone. And then you open the door, and then she'll her eyes turn black. Her sharp teeth come out, and then she's all over you like a zombie.
So yeah, she's one of the types of monsters, and before you think this is a zombie movie, you start to see there are other weird monsters and things going on.
Yeah, so the next one is called the protein monster, which is like just a gym bro.
Oh, it's gonna be Nick. Nick, you're gonna be the protein monster when you get infected.
But it kind of reminds me of the Hulk, but like kind of a pale Hulk, the way that it looks. And then it has a bit of like a Joker kind of like extended mouth, like smile to it with little beady eyes. But it's just like a little head with these gigantic shoulder muscles, and it just walks around like dum dum dum.
Just a gym bro then.
It's just a huge gym bro.
Where my chicken breast at?
Protein.
Sausages.
So this is Nick. If you turned, you would become the protein.
I guess this is my desire when I go to the gym to be a gym bro monster. Is while they're still inside, or have they ventured outside?
They do both. So sometimes the protein monster, he would be in the hallways, and that's really scary because he basically is the size of the hallway in the apartment building, and so that's really frightening. There's an encounter between the woman with the empty carriage and the protein monster, which is pretty intense.
So the monsters, they don't neutralize it. They fight each other too.
They do actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Right? Because there was a protein monster versus fast monster. There was.
I thought you finished the show, Dave.
The first season, they were fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a scene where the protein monster throws the fast guy out of the window.
Oh,
that's cool. They turn on each other.
Yeah, they're just angry all the time.
Because I guess usually in zombie movies, zombies don't attack each other because they smell the sand. They're like, oh, we're equal. but then they smell human beings. They're like, oh, this one looks fresh.
Yes.
You know, so all this variety of monsters, and outside of the apartment is very foggy, from what I remember.
Yeah, because it's kind of it appears to be an apocalypse is happening, and so there becomes like a military element where they're like bombing places.
You know, it reminds me of the movie The Mist.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched that the other day again. It's just, you know, they're stuck inside. Everything is foggy outside, and there are lots of monsters who even fight each other and then try to attack them.
Yeah.
It's really creepy, that stuff.
And there's kind of tentacles coming down from the sky and grabbing people. And actually, that reminds me of the next monster is the eyeball monster. If you remember, it's kind of just a long tentacle with an eyeball, like a gigantic eyeball, maybe like the size of a refrigerator, but round at the end of it. And it's actually so creepy because it doesn't usually attack you. Like all it does is it just wants to watch you.
Oh.
So it's just
freaky.
a peeping monster.
Okay.
Oh.
And so it's just out the window, kind of like looking in at you.
A surveillance camera.
Yeah.
Like, I see where you're going, and I tell my friends where you are.
Right.
That's creepy. So it doesn't attack that one?
And then if you try to hurt it, it's just like, go away, stop looking at me, and you like throw something in the eye, then it'll attack you, and then it'll wrap itself around you and squeeze you.
Pop you.
And kind
Like an octopus.
like an eyeball.
Yeah.
Oh man, we had 희님 texting in saying 방금 라디오 튼 사람들이 너무 놀라겠어요. Oh, because of the clip we just heard.
열어주세요. 열어주세요.
Imagine, you know, turning on 90.5 and listening to that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, in that case, if that was too much, then clip number 2,
might be worse.
This one is 100% just sounds. Now, it's called the blind monster. And the reason it's called the blind monster is that originally it was an office worker. And so he was in the hallway and he was so angry about his boss. And he was like, you can't always just, tell me what to do. I hate you so much, like that. And then when he turned, he was just like a rage monster. And then one of the characters carries around this sword. And so he actually attacked him with the sword and cut off like the top half of his head.
Okay, I think I remember that one.
Right. So then it has an open head. And so it's also called the lotus root monster because it looks like a lotus root is exposed.
Oh, okay.
Right here. It looks like that. And so now, since he has no eyes, he just uses an acute sense of hearing to know where you are.
Oh, that is scary.
And his ear got like way, way bigger. So it's about like a foot
size
long.
of his head. Yeah.
And then he just kind of listens for where you are.
So we've got a peeper with eyes and a hero with ears.
They got to work together now.
Is there going to be a big nose coming around after this?
I'm the smeller.
That's right. How did you know the next one is no? But here is the sound of the blind monster.
They sound like aliens.
Yeah, doesn't that have a lot of kind of animal sounds to it?
Yeah.
I feel like
You just kind of feel like, when you watch like Alien or Cloverfield, those kind of, not generic, but those, just kind of creeping around, surveilling the area aliens.
Yeah.
Like when you play the Doom game, you see these monsters all the time.
Yeah. We had Hyungjap Shobanim saying, fortunately, my 7-month-old baby didn't cry. Well, they're going to grow up to love horror movies, I reckon.
You know what I find fascinating about babies, though? As long as they don't see the images, if they hear the sounds, they don't know what it is, so they don't really get scared about it because they have nothing to link the images to.
Right. That might just be some good ASMR for the baby. Just
So in the future, they can only fall asleep to devouring monsters.
No, that is freaky. No. Yeah.
So that pretty much wraps it up for the monsters. But see, the fun thing is that with season 2, we're not going to just, look, there's another eyeball monster or, protein monster. It's just going to be all kinds of new monsters. So every new episode, you can kind of look forward to something else creepy and new. You never get really tired of it, I feel like. You don't have that kind of like, here we go again with another protein monster, really?
Yeah.
Is always open because every time somebody turns, it's going to be a new kind of monster.
You've got to, everyone wants to see something new and fresh, especially people who love horror. You want to see like some creative monstrosity that some person has thought of.
But we also want to see like character development as well, right? The
Yes.
main character, he's something special.
Right,
Too.
so Song-gang as Hyun-soo. Hyun-soo is very interesting, and he actually belongs on both the character development list and the monster list because he is special because he he is infected and he does begin to turn, but he can control it. And so that gives him the ability, a superhero ability.
He's a he's a like, was it Attack on Titan, the main character who can consciously become a Titan?
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly the vibe that's going on. A lot of actually anime, a lot of Japanese anime, it's like somebody who's half a monster or somebody who has a monster inside but can still kind of contain or
like
at least
Ichigo
use
from
it.
Bleach.
Like demigods, right?
Ichigo from Bleach when he does
they're half or something. Yeah.
And then so the beautiful thing, the way that he transforms is he gets super strength, and then he has his arm becomes like it kind of looks like a really spiky wing. So he has this kind of super arm, and then he can wield that to kind of club people, and he can make it extend. But it's like during season 1, it's in development. He's not aware of what he can do, and then one of his friends will be dying from a monster, and he'll be like, stop hurting my friend, and then like eyes go black, his arm shoots out, and he's just like bang, bang, bang. And the tension always is, can he come back to being human? That's usually the problem.
Okay.
Is every time he kind of turns, it's like
closer to the line of no return.
Yeah, it's like, Hyunsu, are you all right? You gonna start hurting us now too? Like his friends get worried about him each time.
That's great. This sounds like it has a good mix of character development and monsters, because it's a fine line. I find things with monsters like Godzilla, for example. You go there because you want to see the action, the Godzilla fighting, but then there's a lot of human play, which some people were like, less of that, more monster.
When we watch Pokemon, one of the reasons why we kept watching it because there's 151 to look forward to. So it's kind of like that. There's so many
700.
Well, now, but with this movie, there are more monsters to look forward to.
Yeah, and the other thing is that they're not always horrible either. And I just also want to say that there was a slime monster from season 1, and this monster, it was a boy who witnessed the death of his family. And then so when he turned, the only thing that he wanted in life was to hide. And so the slime monster becomes slime because that's the easiest thing to fit into any space. Isn't that sad?
I thought he'd become invisible or something.
Now I understood why he kept, going into little crevices and stuff.
Yeah, he goes up into the air ducts. He goes in the vents.
That's sad.
And isn't that sad? And then that's actually when some characters come into the apartment, they notice the slime monster and they actually start hunting him as a monster. And then so what a great thing to do as a writer for the show, because the entire audience is like, no, please don't hurt that monster. That's a good monster. That's a little boy. And then they're over there with like flamethrovers trying to kill it.
It sounds like a complicated show. You can't just root for the monsters to die. There's good monsters, bad monsters, good people and bad people.
Yeah,
sure. Michael, thank you for bringing us this. I'm going to have to check it out again and give it another chance by myself.
Yes.
This time.
Yeah.
Mike, this is a special day because it is our last time together, at least me and you.
Yeah, it's special in a very sad way. Nick, I've enjoyed my time on the show with you. I feel like if I have any kind of simpatico, like cinephile, kindred spirit, it's definitely you. I mean, it seems like when I bring a thing, this is one of my favorite movies. You know about that too, so
we'll have to collaborate sometime in the future, movie-wise. It's been a pleasure, MC. MG.
Yeah.
MCMG.
MCMG, that's what I am.
But you'll be here next season.
I will. So we're going to continue on the popcorn. Sans Nick. So that's going to be the sad part about it. But we're going to bring the fun, bring the energy. A lot more to watch, maybe some more streaming stuff as well in the future. Kind of mix it up, mix bag for the new season. So I look forward to seeing you then.
All right. Take care, my friend, and we'll catch you next time.
Okay, bye-bye.
See ya.
We're going to take a song break. This is 옥탑방 by N-Plying.
너는 별을 보자며 내 몸을 당겼어 단 한 번의 달빛을 내 눈에 담았어 Every time I look up in the sky yeah. 근데 다른 게 더 없는 star yeah. 두지 않을게 저 달이 외롭지 않게 해줘 너는 별을 보자며 내 손을 끌었어 저녁 너를 잊은 옥상에 걸터왔죠 Every time I look up in the sky yeah. 근데 다른 게 더 없는 star yeah. 괜찮아 네가 내 우주도 밝게 빛나줘 yeah. 이런 가사 한마디가 널 위로한다면 나 펜을 잡을게 자극적인 것보다 진심만으로 말할 수 있어 all day 고양이보다는 강아지같이 날 기다렸지 하루 종일 뭐가 그리 슬펐지 이별에선 너가 가장 특별해 너는 그런 거 전혀 몰랐지 You want some more 왜 자꾸만 널 가두려 하는 건지 You want some more Sky is nothing to believe 너는 별을 보자면 내 손을 끌어서 저녁 너를 잊은 옥상에 걸터와줘 Every time I look up in the sky yeah. 근데 단 한 개도 없는 style yeah. 괜찮아 네가 내 우주고 밝게 빛나줘 yeah. 있잖아 난 너가 아주 가끔씩 무겁게 할 때마다 널 위로할 손이 난 없네 yeah. 지금 난 갈 길을 잃은 별 날 당기는 힘은 없던 별을 잃은 하늘처럼 떠돌고 다녀 우리가 지난 길이 별자리처럼 나와 너 그 길을 따라서 날 기억해줘 You want some more 왜 자꾸만 널 가두려 하는 건지 You want some more Sky is nothing to believe 너는 별을 보자면 내 손을 끌어서 저녁 너를 잊은 옥상에 걸터와줘 Every time I look up in the sky yeah. 근데 단 한 개도 없는 style yeah. 괜찮아 네가 내 우주고 밝게 빛나줘 Girl I don't know why I'm living Girl I don't know why 처음부터 다시 알려줘 Girl I don't know why I'm living Girl I don't know why 너는 별을 보자면 내 손을 끌어서 저녁 너를 잊은 옥상에 걸터와줘 Every time I look up in the sky yeah. 근데 단 한 개도 없는 style yeah. 괜찮아 네가 내 우주고 밝게 빛나줘
아직 한 발 남았다.
The last English dose.
It ain't over till it's over. Now, before wrapping up the show, we would like to let you know one more useful English expression.
There are lots of situations in the world, and we'll pick the most interesting situations and take the time to share one expression through short conversations of that particular situation.
What kind of situation should we move on to today?
자기야, honey, my darling. 저녁 준비 다 되었는데. 자기야, honey, my darling. 여보야, 이거 상 차리는 거 좀 도와줄 수 있지?
그래, 잠시만. 나 이것 좀 마무리할게. 나 지금 엄청 바쁜 거 보이지? 몇 분만 좀 기다려줘. 아유, 바쁘네. 아유, 상 차리는 거 도와주기 싫은데. 그게 아니고, 아우, 바빠라.
그래, 알았어. 근데 좀 서둘러 줄래? 나 음식 식은 거 완전 싫어하는 건 알지?
그러면 식기 전에 혼자 하면 될 텐데. 그래. 최대한 3분만 줘봐. 나 지금 마무리 중이니까 30분이 될 수도 있고 3시간이 될 수도 있지만.
여보. 도와주세요.
제발요?
제발. 최대한 걸리는 시간을 영어로 어떻게 표현할까요? We have 김완님 saying world class 상황극을 이제 못 듣는가요? No, Steve is actually a very good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got lots more coming your way. 최대한 걸리는 시간, 영어로 어떻게 할까요? 오늘은 최대로 걸리는 시간을 표현하고 싶을 때 어떻게 영어로 이야기하는지 한번 알아보겠습니다. 오늘은 이 상황이 영어로 어떻게 되는지 한번 들어볼까요?
Dinner's ready. Help me set the table.
Wait, I just need to finish this up. Can you give me a few minutes?
Okay, but hurry up. I don't want the food to get cold.
3 minutes tops. I'm wrapping up right now.
Let's listen to it one more time. Dinner's ready. Help me set the table.
Wait, I just need to finish this up. Can you give me a few minutes?
Okay, but hurry up. I don't want the food to get cold.
3 minutes tops. I'm wrapping up right now.
Thank you, Daniel and Stephanie, for lending us your voices for today's last English dose. Tops, 최대. 이란 뜻입니다. 최대 시간이란 뜻입니다. Let's start over the sentences. Dinner's ready. Help me set the table. 저녁 준비됐어. 와서 상 차리는 거 좀 도와줘. Help me set the table. Set the table은 이 상을 차리는 거죠. Help me set the table. 상 차리는 거 도와줘.
네, 그러자 wait. I just need to finish this up. 잠깐만, 나 이것 좀 마무리할게. Can you give me a few minutes? 나 몇 분만 줄 수 있어. Give me a few minutes. 나 몇 분만 줘. 여기서 Can you give me a few minutes? 라고 부탁을 했죠.
그러자 Okay, but hurry up. 알겠어. 근데 서둘러. Hurry up. 서둘러. I don't want the food to get cold. The food to get cold. 음식이 식는 거죠. 음식이 식는 걸 원하지 않아. I don't want the food to get cold.
네, 그러자 오늘의 표현이 나왔습니다. 3 minutes tops. tops라고 하면은 최대 몇 시간, 최대 얼마라는 거죠. 여기서는 3 minutes, 3분, 최대한 3분이면 돼. 3 minutes tops. I'm wrapping up right now. 지금 모든 거 마무리하고 있으니까 딱 3분만 기다려줘. 최대 3분이야. 3 minutes tops.
And that was today's last English dose. Tops, very short expression. Tops can also mean t-shirts. Where is the tops? Oh,
yeah, where are your bottoms?
맨 뒤에 있습니다.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the trousers. But tops is used with time.
Yes,
yeah.
시간.
Oh, I'm late. I'm sorry. I'll be 5 minutes tops.
Right,
yeah.
right. How long are you going to take, buddy? I've been waiting for half an hour.
3 hours tops.
What?
Running late. Tops 3 hours.
We'll just hang out tomorrow, buddy.
And that was the last English dose. Hopefully you can use this expression anytime you need to talk about a maximum amount of time. 최대 시간입니다.
That's right. So that was our last English dose. Man, time flies, doesn't it?
It does.
I mean, every day we get closer to the end of the week, which is kind of sad because that just means we have one less day of Nick left.
I know. But, you know, there's what do they say? There's something at the end of the rainbow. Over the rainbow?
Yeah.
There's a silver lining in the clouds. There we go.
You mean the candy? That the candy?
Maybe the pot of gold.
Oh, I was thinking of skitang.
What?
Skitang candy.
Oh, the multicolored.
Yeah. That's all over the rainbow.
Okay.
So I was like, I just couldn't get that out of my head. Yeah.
We have 밀크스텔리님 saying 항상 특별한 포즈 내일은 더 특별하게 만나요.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow is going to be a bittersweet, odd day, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So come and have fun with us and celebrate and participate. There's going to be lots of prizes, of course, lots of fun stuff happening. So I do look forward to it. And on that note, we should probably wrap up this Thursday. The 4 p.m. duo was produced by 조예지 and written by Hong Young-ha. I've been your host for today, Nick.
And David at the 4 p.m. duo. Today's last song is Cheek to Cheek by Minnoy. See you later, alligator.
Everybody have a wonderful evening.
I'm in heaven, and my happy sound that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh. I love to go out fishing in an ocean or a creek, but it wouldn't really have as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I'm